What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, and we are back with more Blood and Wine. So in today's episode, we're going to be focusing on just exploring the southern region of Toussaint here. A lot of little things down here I wanted to go check out, see what it's all about. So we're just going to kind of bebop around, similar to the last episode, see what we can find. And this episode is also going to serve as kind of a mini build guide, or more so an update, if you will. So, this is the new fashion, as you can see. Got some black armor dye. We're looking nice and slick. To actually go into what we ended up changing, and we accomplished this all on the free roam live stream, but we are now running the manticore swords as well as the feline armor still. Now with the feline, I went up to Grandmaster on the trousers, boots, and gauntlets. I could have done it on the armor, but it adds this hood, and I really didn't like the hood. I just couldn't stand how it looked. So, you know, I'm basically sacrificing a 10% attack damage bonus and then 2% attack power and some defenses. But, you know, the way I slaughter everything on Death March already, I think I can live with that because I'd rather look good while slaughtering than have this weird looking hood on. But with that being said, as you can see, we also unsocketed all the stuff we had and went straight to Igni intensity. Now, the main reason for that being that on Death March, I had Quen intensity in a lot of these before, and the reality of the situation is Quen's basically going to break him one hit anyway on Death March, so it's really just there to make sure we don't get one shot. And pumping intensity is not going to matter in that regard. So instead we went for all Igni, which will just give us a higher burn chance when we do use Igni, which, even though we don't focus on it, is still nice. As for the swords, of course, Manticore Steel, Manticore Silver, we went for 5% bleeding and then 10% attack power on our runes. So each of these swords have 250 armor piercing, 50% damage bonus, 5% critical hit chance, and 15% bleeding. Pretty awesome. As for the actual build, changed up quite a bit here. So as you can see, we have no more blue. Now we still have a lot of the same stuff we are running, of course, Whirl, Precise Blows, Muscle Memory, but we took some points, basically because of how fast we are generating. I ended up switching off of Razor Focus, which I did like, but instead of using Razor Focus, I picked up Undying, so that in the event that something somehow does kill me, I heal up, which is kind of nice. And then I went ahead and picked up both Rend and Sunder Armor. So, nice variation to the heavy attack with that, allowing me to go through defense and hit stuff really hard. And then Sunder Armor is just a flat-out DPS upgrade, you know. 25% less resistance is 25% more damage in my book. We still have acquired tolerance, but we also picked up Poison Blades. So, aside from our 15% bleed, we also now have a 15% chance of poisoning. And then following that, we grabbed a Tissue Transmutation. So, we get 1,000 Vitality for each decoction we take. And then over here we have Synergy, increasing the bonuses for mutagen placed in mutagen slots by 50%, which is pretty nice. As you can see, what were 40% attack power boosts with that are now 60% attack power boost. So right there, that's giving us 40% extra attack power, which is pretty significant. And the last thing, we still have Cat School Techniques, and then I picked up Metabolic Control, increasing our toxicity by 30 points. So between that and Acquired Tolerance, I am now able to run 3 decoctions, which is pretty freaking dirty. So as for our decoctions, going on over, where are we? Here we go. We still have Echidna, of course, performing actions that consume stamina, regenerates vitality, but I also worked in Archgriffin, which is kind of a well-known combo here. If stamina is available, strong attacks consume all of it and reduce the struck foe's vitality by 5%. So, basically, we use Archgriffin, do a ton of damage, use up stamina. That obviously has the interaction with Echidna, which will regenerate our vitality. And then we're also popping Ekimara, making it so that damage dealt to foes in general regenerates vitality. So pretty nice combination here of just constant healing coming in. We're still running Thunderbolt just for the attack power boost. But as for some of the other ones, I decided that we were going to be... I'm not going to be using wherever it was, Catechin Decoction, the one that gave me 5% critical hit chance. Just don't really find it necessary, especially since I can pop Thunderbolt and get 100% critical hit chance during storms. But that's about it for the update. So with that being done, let's call Roach over and head on down and see what the south of Toussaint has to offer. Come on, Roach. You can do it. As you can see, 3 decoctions up, not losing any health. Looking good and nice. What do we have here? Panther? Oh. So, just for those that are curious real fast, now that we have everything up, hop over to the stats. As you can see, 20% critical hit chance on our silver sword. Of course, 15 poison, which will be up if we had oil on, 15 bleeding, and then perhaps the most impressive thing, our vitality almost at 10,000, which is kind of absurd. 10 freaking thousand vitality. And of course, we can just spam Ignis to heal up as well.
Go, go.
So in the next episode, we're actually going to be continuing back on with quests, doing Turn and Face the Strange, find out what kind of crazy mutations I can get from my Witcher. Make Geralt even more of a badass than he already is, but I really wanted to see what the south of Toussaint had to offer. You know, I'm sure there's some crazy beasts out here I can take on. Can I not change that while we're... I guess can't do it while we're riding. So I kind of just set an arbitrary marker out here. I'm not sure what I'll find, but I figure there's stuff. Hidden treasure. And some bandits. Oh, that was awesome. The slow-mo arm cut. Oh man, that may have just given me a Witcher boner right there. That was so good. God, that was amazing. Yeah, these guys are just loaded up on stuff that I need. Man, I'm not going to need to go shopping at all. Bandits are like... they're like Geralt's own personal Kroger. He just kills them and gets all the goodies. Ooh. Take out that dingling whale. Oh. Let's find out. Wait, locked, but I picked up a key. Nope, not for that. I'm guessing maybe... oh, is this, I think this is our quail fellow. It's also locked. So I gotta find an access point to the cellar. That's a lot of nice ore. Damn it, come on. Why can't I get these open? The hell was that key useful for? Maybe it's on the outskirts of this area. It'll be like a cave entrance I can use. Let me check that key I picked up. See exactly what that's for. There it is. Gardener's key. Item needed to complete a quest. That's not much. Where's the... Roach? Where are, No, go... Ah, God. I mean, the new UI is cleaner, but it's still a huge pain to get through. No, fourth map. Third map. Time for him to dance the grim fandango. So that's just a, just talking about him dying. I'm thinking there was something on this body that I missed. The body is not lighting up for loot at all. Let me try and knock the body down. No. Beat your feet up. Aha! What is that? Apparently all she had to do is just blow some shit apart and surprise, surprise. Well, things didn't quite work out for him how he planned. Let's go see what this is.
Come on.
Roach having a little difficulty on the slopes. Apparently so is Geralt. There's gonna be all kinds of badass stuff in here. something that's moving.
Wicked here. It's in the air. I can smell it.
We got ourselves a wraith, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Oh, man. Down you go, Banshee. You thought you would take on Geralt. You were wrong. Howl and Shriek. Oh, Banshee. Ha! It's a Banshee. Banshee. Howl and Shriek. If you hear their cry, you know you join their ranks for the dead that night. No, easy enough to take down. Why do I have a feeling I just like stumbled onto a Witcher contract? What? Oh man, there's definitely a quest. Definitely a quest involved in this place. Door I can't open. What is that? Is that a forktail? Yeah, it is. Looks like Daddy has another cunt coming out. Nothing like a little big game to wrap up an episode, right? Where is Dracnoid Oil? Necrophage, Hangman's, Elementium, Dracnoid. Goodbye, forktail. Yeah, so new build's pretty nice, right? I mean, you do have to be a little more cautious with your health, I think. But you know, as long as you're, see, it's a very aggressive build because you heal off doing damage, and on top of that, you know, you have the healing coming in when you spend stamina. Whereas the other build, you know, is very much put up Quen and kind of chill and relax and get your damage in, and then reapply Quen. And while Quen still helps this time, it's not nearly as necessary. You know, like I said, it's there to stop me from getting one shot, but once you really kind of get into the flow of combat with this, you get a lot of regeneration coming in. I mean, eventually I'll probably do an actual like build video with this, but I want to have spend a little more time with it, really, you know, fine-tuning it. So I might switch up some things. Oh, look at all that dye. Though I don't even need it because I have the sexy rare black dye. I wonder if I can cross over to... Oh, I know I can go over here. Oh god, there's so much more stuff. Oh. I just want to ride out into the wilderness, see what I find. Probably I'll aim for 30 minutes. That's a good cutoff point. That's honestly the hardest part with playing The Witcher is, you know, most games you have very natural stopping points, kind of at like 20-30 minute marks that are good for breaks. And with doing like certain quests and stuff in this game, you see that as well. But when it comes to free roaming, like, man, I could just sit here and you know, I could ride around for hours, literally. Like, that's what made the free roam videos so easy. It was like, I'm just gonna go around town for an hour, and before you know it, an hour is up.
Might want to look at the map.
I'm not going that way.
The women will be restless. A long trek requires a fellowship. Ought to cobble one together.
Oh, so I'm guessing maybe I can't go out over to there. Even though it looks like I can, I can't. So instead, let's go see what this place is, and then we'll wrap things up with that. Foglets. Ugh, I hate foglets. Such annoying enemies. Looks like Geralt's having some trouble getting up that. This place looks haunted, abandoned. Trustamara hunting cottage. Man, this whole place is super creepy. How have I not been attacked by a single wraith yet? I figured for sure there'd be something here. Well, that was kind of a bust. To the outhouse. Oh no, this is a graveyard. Maybe part of a graveyard? Guarded treasure. Guarded by what? Foglets. I hate foglets. I'm trying to remember what foglets are considered. I think... necrophages? Cursed ones? No, it's not a Drachnoid. Where the hell are the foglets at? No, necrophage. Okay, they were necrophage. I guess I just passed over them. That's something else I should do. I need to, because I know I can pick up the recipes to upgrade, like, my weaker stuff, like relic oil and whatnot. I need to get all of them up to superior. Necrophage is the blue. No? Yes, there we go. These are some really crazy looking foglets. No, the foglets killed me! Of course, with a super aggressive build, the one thing that's going to take me down are the stupid fucking teleporty falling into mist foglets. Of all the potential things. The damned foglets. So considering our untimely demise there, I think we will wrap things up. Like I said, build still does need tweaks. It's not unkillable by any standard, as you just saw, but excuse me. I guess what it comes down to is I feel like I wasn't ever using the magic that I was really spec'd into, you know? I had, like, Quen alternate was nice when I really needed to heal, and Uridan I used every now and then, but not nearly enough, so felt like I could do better changing things apart. I mean, in reality, I think if I switched to heavy armor, and maybe did the one mutation that allows me to treat all heavy armor as if it's light from the rune rate, I think this might flow a little bit better, because obviously I'm wearing light armor, but, you know, it's to have that, I mean, with light armor, you're kind of a glass cannon, and I did get rid of fleet-footed as well, so that was another chunk of defense that I've lost, if you will, so I may pick that back up, or, I don't know. Tweaks will happen, and with tweaks will come refinement. So, either way, we're going to wrap this one up for now. Whenever I spawn, I'm going to make my way over, and as I mentioned, we'll continue on with the quest later today. So, stay tuned, and we'll see you guys then.